Hi, I'm Dan O'Connell. Business owners have invested many years and often decades growing their business. So when selling what is most likely their largest asset, it is critical to convert years of hard work to a successful closing with a good selling price. A good selling price is built on a professional selling process. Let's review 5 key concepts that will help maximize your selling opportunity should you decide to sell your business. First, when is the best time to sell your business, and what are your selling objectives? The best time to sell is when sales and earnings are good and the foreseeable trends continue to look promising. Buyers will pay more for a business if they can forecast the company's financial performance with confidence to meet their expected return on capital. The economic environment can influence timing also. It is best to sell into an environment where economic conditions appear to be stable or improving. Once you decide to sell, having clear objectives is important. What do you want from the sale? What role do you want in the company post-closing, if any? Will you consider financing part of the sale? Are you ready to turn over operating control of the company? It's important to understand your expectations so the selling process can be guided by these principles. Second, how is value created in your business? What makes your company valuable? How much is your business worth? Financial statements are mostly generated for tax reporting purposes. To determine the business value, we need to recast the financial statements to represent the true earnings capacity of the business. We review the value drivers of your business from sales growth, gross profit contributions, operating expenses, working capital management, and capital expenditures if appropriate to your business. Ultimately, companies are valued on the net future cash flow of the business. Understanding how value is created allows the seller to tell their story and to make any changes now to generate a greater sales price later. You can be aggressive in arriving at value, but it must be supported by the company's potential cash flow. A good business appraisal guides the process. When handled right, buyers who placed a lower value on the business can be developed into strong buyers who are willing to pay more. Third, use a process that allows you to be selective and approach strong buyers. It only takes one good buyer to be successful. You don't need to appeal to everyone. Look for buyers who have an operational incentive to acquire the business and the financial capability to close the transaction. Stay away from the curious buyers with only a marginal interest. Curious buyers take time away from more pressing issues. When building a list of prospective buyers, there are 3 approaches when going to market. One approach waits for an unsolicited offer, which usually doesn't give the seller proper exposure to secure the best selling price. Another selling approach builds an auction process by appealing to the masses. This might work, but by treating all prospects the same is why the success rate is lower here. The best approach utilizes an auction process by developing only strong buyers who have the operational incentive to purchase the business. This approach takes more research, but proves to uncover and attract the best buyers who are a better fit for your selling objectives. Fourth, manage the process from the initial planning stages to preparing a quality selling memorandum to developing the best prospects to the initial meetings and then the second and third meetings, and through the letter of intent, the due diligence, and the asset purchase agreement phase, and consulting with the company's accountant and attorney, all are important to keeping the process moving forward and in a timely manner. Some things get better with age, transactions don't. Control the process where the process has an unpleasant way of getting off track and limiting your options. And last, who is going to handle the transaction? Over the 5 to 8 months it takes to sell the business, there is a fair amount of work to be performed. Business owners are best served to spend their time running the business. This is when financial performance impacts value the most. Without a doubt, hire an experienced third-party advocate who can successfully tell your story, develop the right buyers, manage the process, and conclude the transaction. It is a full-time job to do it right. Usually a third-party intermediary will close the transaction and generate a greater sales price net of their accomplishment fee. Consider talking to several business brokers and see who fits well with your style and goals. It takes 5 to 8 months to close a transaction. Promises of a shorter time range is unlikely in most cases. Selling a business is serious business. If we can be of assistance or if you have questions, we welcome your call or email. Thanks for your time.